Have you ever felt like you're just not good enough? Do you know why you feel that way? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today at queenbeing.com. I'm going to tell you what made you feel like that, what made you feel not good enough, and how you can change that perception about yourself. Today, we're going to release negative perceptions about ourselves together. Let's get started. My name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. If that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and let's get going. Travel deep inside yourself without the baggage of conditioning. Be an explorer. Have patience, and eventually your true nature will surface. You will return from your journey with fresh skin, and you will approach each day with a wonderful sense of wonder and bliss. When you're trying to figure out who you are after narcissistic abuse, you learn to understand something. Whether we recognize it or not, most everyone's habits and behaviors are a result of some form of conditioning. And for those who have experienced the painful and all-encompassing abuse that a narcissist is known for, the conditioning hasn't always been in our best interest. It begins when we're small children. Our parents' opinions of us begin to help us form our own opinions, our own perceptions of ourselves. If we're cursed with narcissistic parents, our perceptions are skewed or twisted, often just plain wrong. That's because as children, we're kind of like sponges. We absorb everything in our environment, including and especially the opinions of our parents. If they tell us we're beautiful, we believe it. If they tell us we're horrible and we're sick and we're ugly and terrible, we believe that too. And it doesn't end there. Add in the opinions of your teachers, your siblings, your friends, and later those of your spouse, your boss, your coworkers, neighbors, and don't forget the lady at the dry cleaner last week that gave you the dirty look. All of this conditioning, left unchecked, can sometimes add up to a very negative self-image, especially if you don't know that you don't have to accept it. And we become what we perceive. We are what we believe that we are. Do you understand what I'm saying? Here's the thing, my friend. I've been saying it for years, and I don't mean to nag, but please, just take a second and really focus on what I'm about to say. You do not have to accept anyone else's judgment of you. You do not have to accept anyone else's perception of you. You don't have to accept anyone else's opinion of you. You, my friend, you get to write your own story. Do you feel what I'm saying? You don't have to accept anyone else's perception, judgment, or opinion of you. You get to define yourself. You get to write your own story. You feel me? Listen, I want you to listen to this one more time because it really is that important. You decide who you are, no one else. You. You decide who you are and how you perceive yourself. You write your own story. The fact is, you get to be whoever you want to be and whatever you want to be. All you have to do is believe that you can, really believe it, feel it, down to your bones. And then believe that you're receiving it, that you've already received it. Own it because it's yours if you want it. Once you've done that, then you listen and you take inspired action. You listen to your intuition. You believe in signs. You look for the signs. You decide. Today I'm going to ask you to take a little bliss mission with me. I challenge you today to take a look at the people in your life, the people around you, people you love, people you like, even those people who present certain struggles in your life. Remember your childhood. Remember the people that you spent time with in your childhood. Think of all the perceptions that they have about you. Think of all the perceptions they had then. What did your parents think? What did your friends think? What did other people think? And then I want you to think about yourself. Have you adopted someone else's opinion of who you are? Have you constantly struggled against it? Do you feel guilty for being who you are because you haven't become what someone else wanted you to become? Most people, I think, can identify with this kind of a feeling, but especially those who've been negatively affected by a narcissist, gaslighting, and abuse in relationships. The next part here is the hardest of all, and I hope you're sitting down. It is time to begin to let go of those negative self-perceptions that you've been holding on to for so long. You need to breathe because this is going to be a little difficult at first. But once you realize how much better your life is going to be, you're going to wonder why you've waited so long. Are you ready? It's finally time to let go of every single disapproving look, every single veiled insult or rude comment. Let go of it. Anything that goes along with being abused by a narcissist. It's time to wash away the well-intentioned but misguided attempts to save, that is to change, to fit someone else's idea of perfect. Your soul, your sense of fashion, and your sense of justice. I know what you're thinking. Probably something along the lines of, yeah, sure, and how would I go about doing that? Well, Of course I have an answer for you. If you do know me, you know that my answer is something that works, and you know that it's because I used it to survive my own narcissistic abuse. So try this. Today, every time you have a negative thought in your mind about yourself, I want you to take notice and I want you to change your thought. Cancel the thought and intentionally replace it with an affirmation of your true desires. Things you really want, not what you don't want. If you think to yourself, I'm always late, notice. Then mentally cancel the thought and affirm, I'm always on time. Perception is everything, my friend, and you can change yours at will. I think that's pretty good stuff. Look, I'm going to leave you with a final thought to kind of get your wheels turning as you begin to release negative perceptions about yourself. Carlos Castaneda said, the trick is in what one emphasizes. We either make ourselves miserable or we make ourselves strong. The amount of work is the same. Don't allow the simplicity of this tip to make you doubt its power. This is one of those things that works. Changing your perception intentionally with a little practice, not only will you see results fast, but you'll soon realize how much control you really do have over your own life. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Share your thoughts and your experiences in the comments section below and let's talk about it. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. It's my mission to teach others what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want. Take care of your body, take care of your soul, nurture the real you, and introduce him or her to the world. Be comfortable in your own skin and in your place in this world. Take your spot, take it now, and the universe will take its cue from you. You feel me? If so, subscribe to my channel. Let's get it done together.